Are you among those who have a dog or wish to have one? Or are you among those who don't have a pet and think it's better this way? Regardless of your answer, we invite you to stay with us for the next few minutes because what we are about to share may surprise you and change your perspective. In this video, we will see what Buddhism says for those who have a dog at home. We will explore a profound and often overlooked connection, the link between Buddhist spirituality and the presence of a dog in our lives. We will see how having a dog at home can be much more than just company or practical help. It can be a real path of personal and spiritual growth, an opportunity to awaken inner qualities that we often forget in the frenzy of everyday life. And if you stay until the end of the video, you'll discover how dogs, by their mere presence, can teach us valuable lessons about mindfulness, unconditional love, acceptance, awareness, and joy. So whether you are an animal lover or simply curious to explore new spiritual horizons, we invite you to join us on this journey to discover the profound connection between Buddhism and dogs. But first, if you are new to our channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content. And now, let's go. The sun, a fiery spear on the horizon, painted the sky a vivid tapestry of warm colors. An explosion of orange, purple, and molten gold that was reflected in the calm waters of the pond near the monastery. Shadows lengthened along the path that wound through the ancient trees, leading to the monastery, an oasis of peace and serenity immersed in nature. Their faces, illuminated by the twilight, were a mixture of curiosity and expectation, while the dogs, sitting at their feet or lying placidly on the grass, wagged their tails joyfully. Today, I want to share with you a profound truth about our beloved four-legged companions. The dog, always at man's side, is not just a domestic animal, but a being imbued with spirituality, a bridge between the earthly world and the divine one. A respectful silence fell among those present, interrupted only by the rustling of the wind through the leaves and the quiet breathing of the dogs. The atmosphere was charged with a palpable energy, a sense of deep connection between humans and animals, between the material and spiritual worlds. The air was filled with the scent of lotus flowers blooming in the pond, and the singing of birds created a delicate melody that accompanied the monk's words. The ancient prophecies, Samuro continued, his voice deep and melodious like the sound of a distant bell, tell us of dogs as spiritual guardians, divine messengers, symbols of purity and loyalty. They remind us that their presence in our homes is not accidental, but a precious gift that can illuminate our spiritual path, guiding us towards personal growth and spiritual awakening. The old monk paused for a moment, letting his words echo in the air, like seeds planted in the fertile soil of his listeners' minds. He looked at the attentive faces of the pilgrims and their dogs, who seemed to sense the importance of the moment. Then, in a calm, deep voice, he began to reveal the profound teachings that dogs, with their simple presence, can offer us. "Look at your dogs," Samuro said, stroking the head of an old Labrador at his feet, his fur as gray as the rising moon. They live in the present moment with an intensity that we humans often forget. They don't get lost in regrets of the past or worries about the future. They enjoy every bite of food, every caress, every walk, as if it were the only thing that matters in the world. And in this way, they teach us to enjoy the little joys of everyday life, to celebrate every moment with enthusiasm and gratitude. This is the true essence of mindfulness, or meditation tied to the present moment, the key to inner peace and mental well-being. A woman, her eyes shining, nodded. My dog taught me to appreciate the beauty of a sunset, the smell of grass after the rain, the warmth of a ray of sunshine on my face. It brought me back to life after a period of deep sadness. It showed me how to find happiness in the little things, how to live every moment to the fullest. Dogs love us unconditionally, without expecting anything in return. It doesn't matter if we are rich or poor, beautiful or ugly, successful or unsuccessful. They love us for who we are, with a pure and open heart. Their unwavering loyalty is an example of selfless devotion, which inspires us to cultivate more authentic and compassionate relationships. They teach us the true meaning of love, the one that knows no selfishness or possession, that pushes us to give without asking for anything in return. A man, his voice breaking with emotion, said, "When I lost my job and felt like a failure, my dog was the only one who stayed by my side, comforting me with his silent presence. He didn't judge me, he didn't criticize me, he just loved me, and that gave me the strength to get up and move on." It made me understand that true love does not depend on external circumstances, but on the depth of the heart. Samuro smiled at a lively German shepherd who was jumping joyfully around him, his energy contagious. Dogs accept us for who we are, without judging or criticizing us. They don't dwell on our flaws or weaknesses. They see us with the eyes of the soul, recognizing our inner light. These beautiful creatures teach us to embrace ourselves and others with kindness and understanding, overcoming the barriers of ego and attachment. This radical acceptance is the basis of emotional balance and emotional intelligence, and dogs can teach us that. A young woman with a shy smile confessed, "I have always struggled with insecurity and fear of judgment from others. But my dog taught me to love myself for who I am, to not seek approval outside of myself. He showed me that true beauty lies in authenticity, in being true to ourselves. Thanks to him, I found the strength to be authentic and live my life with courage." Samuro, after putting a hand on the young woman's shoulder, turned to a Siberian husky who was staring at him with his penetrating eyes, as if he could read his soul. Dogs are masters in the art of observation. They are always attentive to what is around them, ready to pick up on every signal, every change. They invite us to develop a greater awareness of our body, our mind, and the world around us. This awareness is the first step towards inner growth and Buddhist wisdom. It allows us to live a fuller and more meaningful life in harmony with ourselves and with the universe. An elderly gentleman with a thoughtful expression commented, "My dog taught me to pay attention to details, to notice the little things that often escape our sight. It has helped me live a richer, more meaningful life, full of wonder and amazement. He showed me that beauty is hidden even in the most unexpected corners, if only we have the eyes to see it." Dogs remind us of the importance of not taking ourselves too seriously, of finding time to play and have fun, he continued, addressing all the pilgrims present. They teach us to let go of worries and rediscover the lightness of being. This playfulness is the antidote to mental rigidity and opens us to creativity and spontaneity. It reminds us that life is not only duty and responsibility, but also joy and fun. A little boy with a beaming smile exclaimed, "My dog is my best friend. We play together all the time, and he always makes me laugh. He teaches me not to worry too much about things and to enjoy life. With him, every day is an adventure." Samuro laughed, happy to see the child's joy. Then he continued his speech with an invitation. "Dear friends, your dogs are much more than simple companions in life. They are spiritual guides, silent Zen masters who offer us precious life lessons. Observe them, learn from them, let their presence inspire you on your spiritual path. In this way, you will not only honor their spirit, but your own as well, opening the doors to a richer, more meaningful life, filled with love and compassion." Remember, true personal and spiritual growth is not just found in books or meditations, but also in the relationships we cultivate, the love we share, the joy we experience in the simple act of living. Your dogs show you the way every day. Follow them with an open heart and a free mind. The pilgrims, deeply touched by Samuro's words, thanked him with a bow. And as they walked away, accompanied by their faithful companions, they felt a renewed connection with their dogs, a deeper awareness of their role in their lives. They were ready to embark on a new journey, a journey of personal and spiritual growth, guided by the wisdom and unconditional love of their four-legged friends. And as the sun disappeared below the horizon, giving way to a starry sky, they knew they were not alone on this journey. They had their dogs at their side, faithful companions and silent teachers, ready to share with them every step of the way. As the pilgrims dispersed, some stopped to exchange impressions and stories about their dogs. An elderly couple shared how their Labrador Retriever helped them cope with the loss of their son, offering comfort and companionship in their darkest moments. A young woman shared the story of how her dog saved her from an attack, demonstrating a courage and loyalty that left her speechless. He knew that from that day on, they would look at their four-legged companions with different eyes, recognizing in them not only pets, but true masters of life. Night fell on the monastery, enveloping it in a cloak of silence and mystery. Samuro, sitting in meditation in his cell, thought about the words he had shared with the pilgrims. He was grateful for the opportunity to spread the Buddhist teachings, to help people find peace and happiness in their lives. But above all, he was grateful for the presence of dogs, these extraordinary beings who, with their simplicity and purity, remind us of the deepest truths of existence. Dogs, thought Samuro, are a precious gift, a reflection of the unconditional love that permeates the universe. They teach us to live in the present moment, to love without reservations, to accept ourselves and others, to be aware and joyful. They show us the way to personal and spiritual growth, to a fuller and more meaningful life. And do you have a dog? Tell us about your experience in the comments.